It's week 4 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bulls and the Elks, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Salt Lake City. Hello again, everyone. Salt Lake City Ball Club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams...
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former Baylor Bear, their rookie quarterback.
And when you watch him play, you see even early in his NFL career, he's a guy that has the ability to change a game with his legs, and that's really important early on to understand who he is. And his coaching staff, they do. I think they're going to let him freewheel it a bit out there because they know how difficult it is for defenses to try and keep him hemmed in.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. You're going to have those kind of outings in year 1. But the big question, what does he take away?
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls are on the board first here this afternoon. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right
Still
in front of him.
down.
He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to throw. Gibbs.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
In motion right is Davis.
Operating from the gun. Gibbs. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be
Pass
PI.
interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gibbs.
This ball complete to Durham.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Bolden to start the drive.
Takes it to about the 37. When you look at this defense,
they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Parsons. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This goes underneath to Doyle, and this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Gibbs. Take this to the other side of midfield before going up.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 1st down, Durham. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
3rd down and 1.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. They're going to look to throw. And he gets it to Bolden. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
In motion right is Davis.
He'll drop to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll run on first down.
Durham. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
It's now 3rd and 17.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. After the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw now.
More good rep, and they get off.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell it, run this time. It'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete here.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Up the middle they go. Durham. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw.
They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And
on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run with Bolden. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Durham. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 13. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parsons. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Now inside the 25.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Bulls will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And on now is the punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be Jeffrey.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He gets away from one, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Durham. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have regained the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This goes underneath to Doyle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I've given him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
Phillips has it, running the out route.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
And they bring their punter out there now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Durham. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On the handoff, they start with Bolden. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They'll run again with Bolden. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. This goes underneath to Doyle, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Second down and a yard.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Bolden. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Bolden. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Here's Bolden. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. This goes underneath to Doyle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Elks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He'll look to throw. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Good coverage downfield. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
Right back to Tolbert.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Back to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Second down, goal to go.
At the 5-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
For the lead, here's third and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Bulls offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Here's first and 10.
Back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. Second and 10.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Bolden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here comes 2nd down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's got Doyle. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Salt Lake City, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.